Shin Min-ah and Kim Woo-bin set wedding date, a true love story that beat cancer. Imagine a quiet evening in Seoul, where the city's glittering lights hide secrets that only the closest insiders whisper about. Something shifted last night in the world of Korean entertainment, a subtle hint, a fleeting post on social media that vanished almost as quickly as it appeared, leaving fans scrambling to piece together what it could mean. Everyone had dismissed the rumors as just another wave of speculation, the kind that swirls around celebrity couples like Shin Min-ah and Kim Woo-bin every few months. But then, this one detail emerged, a timestamp on a shared story, a cryptic caption that read like a code only true devotees could crack. Was it a coincidence, or the first crack in the wall of their carefully guarded privacy? As viewers, we stand at the threshold of what might be the culmination of a decade-long saga, one laced with triumph over unimaginable odds, but the question lingers, could this finally be the moment they've set a date, or is it another layer of the mystery that keeps us all hooked? To understand why this whisper of a wedding date has the power to electrify millions, we have to journey back to where it all began, to a time when two rising stars crossed paths in a way that felt almost predestined, yet utterly ordinary. It was 2014, during a fashion campaign shoot for Giordano, where Shin Min-ah, already a beloved actress known for her ethereal beauty and roles in dramas like My Girlfriend is a Gumiho, found herself sharing the frame with Kim Woo-bin, the tall, charismatic model-turned-actor who was making waves in series like School 2013. The air on set was charged with the usual buzz of lights, cameras, and hurried directions, but amidst the chaos, there were those quiet moments, exchanged glances, shared laughs over wardrobe mishaps that hinted at something more. Fans later speculated if it was love at first sight, or if it built slowly, like a fire kindled from embers. What if those initial sparks were just the beginning of a bond that would be tested in ways neither could foresee? As we peel back the layers, you might wonder, how does a simple photo shoot evolve into a story that defies heartbreak and health crises? Their relationship didn't burst into the public eye with grand gestures or tabloid scandals. Instead, it simmered in secrecy until July 2015, when Dispatch, the infamous Korean media outlet, captured them on a date in Seoul, strolling hand in hand under the cover of night. The photos showed a couple at ease, lost in conversation, oblivious to the world around them. Shin, with her signature grace, and Kim, with his brooding intensity, seemed like opposites that perfectly complemented each other. But here's where it gets intriguing, neither confirmed nor denied the rumors at first, letting the silence speak volumes. Insiders whispered that they had been dating for months, drawn together by shared ambitions in the cutthroat world of K-dramas and films. From the fans' perspective, it was a dream pairing, two talents whose on-screen charisma now spilled into real life. Yet, as media outlets scrambled for more details, the couple retreated further into privacy, offering only rare glimpses through mutual friends or subtle social media nods. Have you ever followed a celebrity romance that felt so genuine it made you root for it like your own? This was one of those, but the calm before the storm was about to shatter in ways that would redefine their love. Fast forward to 2017, a year that started with promise but veered into darkness when Kim Woo-bin, at the peak of his career with hits like Uncontrollably Fond, began experiencing symptoms that no one could ignore: persistent nosebleeds, a sore throat that wouldn't heal, fatigue that drained his once vibrant energy. Whispers in the industry hinted at overwork, but deep down, those close to him sensed something more sinister. Then came the diagnosis: nasopharyngeal cancer, a rare and aggressive form that strikes the upper throat, often with a grim prognosis if not caught early. Doctors reportedly gave him months, painting a picture of a future stolen away just as he was ascending to superstardom. From Kim's own reflections later, shared in hushed interviews, he described the shock as a void opening beneath him, questioning everything from his career to his very survival. But wait, here's where the narrative twists into something profoundly human. What role would Shin play in this unfolding tragedy, and could their young relationship withstand the weight of such a shadow? As the news broke publicly through his agency, AM Entertainment, the world held its breath, but behind closed doors, Shin emerged as the unwavering pillar. Reports from those in their inner circle painted scenes of her accompanying him to radiation sessions, her presence a quiet force amid the sterile hum of hospital machines. She didn't seek the spotlight. Instead, she orchestrated moments of normalcy, cooking meals tailored to his diminished appetite, encouraging light walks when his body allowed, and simply being there through the nausea and isolation that chemotherapy brings. One anonymous source described her as a silent guardian, ensuring his nutritional needs were met even as treatment stripped away his sense of taste. Imagine the emotional contrasts, the chaos of medical appointments juxtaposed with stolen private moments of laughter, or the public outpouring of fan support clashing with their intimate battles against despair. Did her steadfastness stem from deep love, or was it the kind of commitment that only trials can forge? As viewers, we can't help but ask, would you stand so resolutely by someone facing such odds, or does true love reveal itself only in the fire? The months blurred into a haze of treatments, 35 rounds of radiation, multiple chemotherapy cycles, that left Kim physically transformed, his once athletic frame weakened, his voice altered. Yet, in rare updates, his agency hinted at progress, crediting not just medical science but the emotional support surrounding him. Shin's own statement, released through her team, was simple yet profound. She vowed to help him recover, a promise that echoed through fan forums as evidence of their unbreakable bond. Perspectives shifted wildly, fans speculated on social media about hidden visits, media outlets dissected every public appearance for clues to his health, and insiders marveled at how she balanced her own thriving career, starring in dramas like Tomorrow, With You, while never letting her support waver. But here's where it gets crazy. Amid the uncertainty, rumors swirled that the ordeal might strain their relationship to breaking point, with some tabloids predicting a quiet split. What if, instead, it wove them closer, turning vulnerability into a foundation stronger than before? Teasing what's ahead, consider how recovery isn't just physical, it's a rebirth that could lead to promises of forever. By late 2017, glimmers of hope emerged as Kim completed treatment, his agency announcing he was in recovery, a word that carried the weight of miracles. But the path wasn't linear, side effects lingered, from chronic fatigue to emotional scars that only time could heal. Shin's role evolved too, from caregiver to cheerleader, encouraging his gradual return to the spotlight. In 2019, sightings of them in Australia, a low-key getaway symbolizing renewal, fueled fan theories of deeper commitment. Kim later shared in an interview, his voice steady but eyes telling of deeper gratitude, that her positivity was his lifeline. She was the one who gave me strength when I needed it most. Quotes like these, scattered across media, painted a portrait of love redefined, not flashy, but resilient. From the star's own veiled admissions, their bond grew in silence, away from cameras, where private vows might have been exchanged long before any public ones. As we shift to the fans' view, forums buzzed with admiration, dubbing them the nation's model couple, but unanswered questions loomed. After beating cancer together, what grand gesture might seal their story? Years passed in a rhythm of subtle hints, matching accessories spotted in photos, mutual shout-outs in interviews, and that enduring silence on personal matters. Kim's comeback in films like Illinoid and series like Officer Black Belt showcased his renewed vigor, while Shin continued captivating in projects like Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. Yet, the media's lens never fully penetrated their privacy, leaving room for speculation. Insiders occasionally dropped breadcrumbs, a shared vacation here, a joint charity donation there, each piece fueling the narrative of a love that had conquered adversity. But wait, let's pause on this emotional wave. What if the true test wasn't the cancer itself, but the decade of quiet endurance that followed? Fans debated endlessly, were they engaged in secret, or content with unspoken forever? Asking you directly, have you ever wondered if silence in a relationship speaks louder than words, especially when the world is watching? Fast approaching the present, whispers intensified in late 2025, with agency statements that danced around confirmation, mentioning deep trust and irreplaceable companionship. A handwritten letter from Kim to his fans, posted on his cafe, expressed gratitude for their support during his hiatus, hinting at building a family with someone special, words that sent shockwaves through online communities. Perspectives collided, media outlets parsed every syllable for wedding clues, fans dissected body language in rare joint appearances, and insiders teased about private ceremonies. Timing became a puzzle. Why now? After 10 years? Was it the natural evolution post-recovery, or a response to life's fragility? Emotional contrast sharpened, the public frenzy versus their serene privacy, the chaos of rumors against the calm of their bond. Here's where the suspense builds. What if a date has indeed been set, whispered as December 20th, but shrouded in ambiguity that keeps us guessing? Diving deeper into the mystery, consider the subtle evidences: a venue booking at the Sheila Hotel rumored through industry channels, invitations allegedly handmade with stage names, and donations tied to significant dates that align with their story. From the fans' angle, social media erupts with theories, decoding emojis and posts, analyzing smiles and photos for hidden joy. Media reports balance on the edge, citing sources without outright affirmation, maintaining that veil of uncertainty. But as narrators of this tale, we must ask, does body language betray the truth, like the way Shin's eyes light up in recent interviews, or Kim's protective stance in candid shots? Teasing ahead, imagine if this date represents not just a wedding, but a victory lap over cancer's shadow. Layering the suspense, let's explore the emotional undercurrents, how cancer's legacy lingers, not as a scar, but as a badge of their resilience. Kim once reflected, in a rare candid moment, on the prognosis that gave him mere months, crediting Shin's unwavering presence for pulling him through. Her actions spoke volumes, accompanying him to therapies, shielding him from prying eyes, and fostering hope amid despair. Insiders reveal she orchestrated care routines, from nutrition to emotional check-ins, turning hospital rooms into sanctuaries. What if this shared trial transformed their love into something timeless, prompting a decision to formalize it now? Fans, in their online sleuthing, connect dots from past interviews where Shin spoke of mutual support. "We cheer each other on," she said, a phrase now laden with wedding implications. But here's the crazy part: could silence on the date be deliberate, a way to keep the world at bay while they savor the moment? Shifting to broader perspectives, the media's role adds intrigue, with outlets like Sumpi and the Korea Herald dropping hints without confirmation, fueling endless debates. One article teased a winter ceremony, aligning with rumored timelines, while another highlighted their post-cancer glow. From the stars themselves, veiled quotes emerge: Kim's letter promising to cherish his partner as family, Shin's subtle nods to long-term commitment. Emotional waves crash, joy at their survival contrasted with the mystery of what's next. Ask yourself, in a world of fleeting romances, does their story make you believe in enduring love, or question if the date is just another rumor? As we near the heart of this enigma, consider the symbolic elements: a private affair with close friends like Lee Kwang-soo potentially hosting, a song from hometown Cha-Cha-Cha echoing their journey. But ambiguity reigns, agency statements affirm trust but dodge dates, leaving room for doubt. Fans theorize wildly: is it December 20th, or a red herring? Here's where tension peaks: what if uncovering this feels like piecing a puzzle, each clue drawing you deeper? Building on that, let's linger on their post-recovery life, where normalcy returned but with deeper appreciation. Vacations abroad, quiet dinners, career milestones shared in whispers, these paint a picture of quiet bliss. Yet, recent shifts, a surge in joint projects, cryptic posts, hint at escalation. Insiders murmur of plans solidified after years of waiting, but without confirmation, mystery persists. Emotional contrast, the public's clamor versus their serene world. What would you theorize if you were a fan, sifting through these clues? Delving further, the Cancer chapter reveals profound quotes, Kim admitting, "If I know what love is, it is because of you," directed at Shin's support. Her agency echoed, "I am helping him get better," a understated vow that carried them through. Perspectives from friends highlight her as the anchor, turning despair into determination. But wait, could this foundation now lead to vows exchanged under Seoul's winter sky? Teasing the unresolved, imagine if the date whispers are true, yet veiled to protect their sanctuary.